Okay, good morning, everyone. It's 11 a.m. and let's go ahead and start our weekly weather briefing. My name is Mike Dutter. I'm from the Weather Service in Wakefield, and so let's go ahead and get started. So happy Eclipse Day, everybody. The good news for us is that the cover trends have improved for this afternoon's eclipse. Best chances for clear to mostly clear skies still exist along and east of I-95, but I'll show you in a second. I think everyone may have a good opportunity to view at least the partial eclipse down here this afternoon. Um, Much more unsettled weather is expected by midweek as the next weather system will be moving through the Tennessee and Ohio valleys. And showers will be, at least chances for showers will develop later on Tuesday and then into Wednesday, with more widespread rain expected Thursday and Thursday night. And also breezy conditions are also possible Thursday into Friday as that low pressure really starts to deepen over the Ohio Valley. The good news is by the weekend, dry and warmer weather will return for the upcoming weekend. It will be quite seasonable, maybe even above normal temperatures for the weekend. And then for our marine partners, generally quiet for the next for today and into tomorrow. But then that next low pressure system has the potential to bring southerly gales on Thursday, and then when the cold front comes through, westerly gales Friday into Saturday morning behind the cold front. So right off the bat, let's go ahead and get the eclipse information out of the way since that is coming here in the next couple hours this afternoon. Here's the timing for the area. For a few select cities. Again, the peak time of the eclipse, and will be general, it was around 3:15 to 3:22 p.m. this afternoon. And again, the max coverage will be generally as high as 85%. The max coverage of the sun will be maximum 85% across the northwestern areas to around 76, 78% in our southeast areas, Elizabeth City and Norfolk. Again, there may be some high clouds that impede the view of the eclipse, especially west of I-95. And of course, always remember to wear those eclipse glasses to view the sun. Regular sunglasses just are not strong enough. And so I wanted to bring up a quick satellite view this is the latest satellite view as of right now. And notice how there are a lot of high clouds over the mountains and west of the area and into the Ohio Valley. But notice how these clouds, as they stream across the mountains and over the Blue Ridge, they're starting to dissipate. And so that's really good news. And notice how especially east of 95 is completely clear. So, and in fact, the forecast for clouds this afternoon, this is a little busy, but notice how pretty much all the area east of I-95 is clear. SKC means clear, or just cirrus clouds, high cirrus clouds. And even west of 95, at least into the Piedmont, there's generally just some higher cirrus clouds. Again, that's the forecast for 3 p.m. Actually, for 4 p.m. This is for 3 p.m. this afternoon. Again, you can see how that's moving in 3 p.m. and then 4 p.m. You can see how those high clouds are moving in, but they may hold off just long enough. So let's keep our fingers crossed for this afternoon for us to see that partial eclipse down here. And in fact, you can see our cloud forecast. This is from this morning, but this generally holds true. Is again generally 30 to 40% west of I-95 and 10 to 20% east of I-95. Okay, so now let's get into the rest of the week, and here's the pattern. Again, you can see the showers, this low pressure system developing tomorrow over the southern plains, and then by Wednesday and Thursday, you get to see some scattered showers developing as this low pressure system develops even further, and you get this sort of broad frontal system, across the area. This low pressure really develops as it moves towards the northeast into the Ohio Valley, and you can see this is by Friday morning. The strong cold front will move through later Thursday night into Friday morning. So that whole system, as it moves northward, will We'll bring widespread rain, again, showers into the area on Thursday, especially Thursday night, and most likely extending into Friday. The good news is for the weekend, notice that this broad high pressure stays in control. We stay south of this cold front, so it should be very mild, mild and dry for the weekend. And again, here's the expected rainfall through the next 3 days. This is through Thursday morning. Again, just light amounts. You may not see much in the way of showers across the southeast through Thursday, but again, across the I-95 corridor into the Piedmont and northeast, the Maryland Eastern Shore, there may be some light showers, but again, nothing widespread through Thursday. It's really getting into more, Thursday into Friday is when we see the more appreciable rain. This is the rainfall over the next 7 days, but mainly most of this rain will fall on Thursday and into Thursday night into Friday. So, places could see, especially along in west 95, could see up to an inch of rainfall with that. And so another round of rain coming through, certainly more further west into the mountains and western Virginia, where they can see up to 2 inches. Closer to the coast, though, generally about a half inch is expected. So much lesser amounts of precipitation closer to the coast on Thursday into Friday. Here are the peak wind gusts that we're expecting. Again, this is through Thursday afternoon, but again, these peak wind gusts will mainly be Thursday afternoon. So we can see certainly some southerly wind gusts of 30 to maybe 40 miles per hour, especially along the eastern shore, southeast Virginia, northeast North Carolina. But again, and then we don't show it in the graph, but again, the winds will turn to the west on Friday. And again, could become quite breezy again on Friday with wind gusts to 35 miles an hour possible. Here's our regional forecast summary for the week. Again, temperatures for the most part are staying in the 60s into the 70s, into the low to mid 70s across the area for most of the week. So it's not going to be terribly cool this week. With lows mild, above average into the 50s, maybe even to the 60s by Thursday for low temperatures. And again, notice this Thursday, Friday time period is really when we have the bulk of rain coming. Again, it's just some slight chances of rain on Tuesday and Wednesday. But again, notice this dry weather trend on Saturday into Sunday. And along with those warming temperatures, we could certainly see 80 degrees in places by Sunday. As for the marine threat potential, again, fairly low. There may be some little bit gusts to maybe 20 knots today and again tomorrow. So not huge major concerns for marine users today and tomorrow. It's really even Wednesday, but even once you get into Thursday and into Friday, that's when you could certainly see gusts to gale force. Especially on Thursday into Thursday night. And again, even on Friday, especially over the open waters, we could see those gusts to gale force as well, especially in those red areas. But we really need to watch out for the entire area Thursday into Friday for potential gales. And these are the maximum wind gusts through Thursday, and as well as seas. Notice on the again, generally wind gusts to 30 to 35 knots. Again, these will be out of the south on Thursday. And then sea heights with those southerly winds will allow the seas to build 6 to 10 feet across most of the ocean, the coastal waters over the ocean, and then 3 to 5 feet in the Chesapeake Bay. And it will also be quite choppy in the rivers as well. Skip that slide. And last but not least, we do have some minor tidal flooding expected, nuisance to minor tidal flooding expected over the next few days, mainly during high tide. We're just sort of at that point to where the water levels will remain elevated. We're not expecting any moderate flooding, but there could be some nuisance to shallow tidal flooding pretty much across the entire coastal regions and up the tidal rivers and tributaries over the next few days during high tide. So just be aware of that. Again, we're not expecting anything significant, but just some nuisance to minor flooding. And for next week, the 8 to 14 day outlook, we're looking at favored for above normal temperatures and above normal precipitation. And so again, with our highs, normal highs getting close to 70, we could be expecting next week to stay, for the most part, at least 70, if not greater, for temperatures. Again, maybe some additional chances for precipitation, but just favored above normal chances for precipitation right now. We'll see how that trends next week. And with that, that's all I have for the briefing for today. I'll be looking through my questions here, and I don't see anything. But if anyone has any questions or anything, I'll be happy to answer them now. If you have any, just go ahead and type it in the question bar or the chat. Well, I see none. So, oh, I'm sorry. I actually do. Okay, thanks for. I had to click something on. Thanks for making the clouds go away. Well, thank you. I hope that continues. And also, the best time to see it, the eclipse. Again, let's go back to that slide here. Again, it's going to start about 2 o'clock. So the eclipse will start about 2 o'clock. It will peak around 3:20 across the area, give or take, and then it will end about 4:30. So you have about 2.5 hours to see the partial eclipse. Again, the eclipse is down here. Certainly, as you get later into the day, towards the end time, there may be some more higher clouds moving in. But for right now, it's looking like the start and the peak time, they're looking pretty good. So I think we should be in good shape. So, all righty. Well, I see no other questions. Thank you so much for for your time, and we'll talk to you next week. And have a good week and enjoy the eclipse, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.